we're going to look at a really easy, fun rock and roll style riff for ukulele. It's going to sound something like this. Nice and easy, nice and fun, gets the fingers moving. And if you have a different string at the top, like if you look carefully over here, you can see I've actually got a deeper sounding string instead of the normal high pitch sounding string on the ukulele. If you have the high pitch, it's not going to sound that cool, but you can then change it into this. So if you've got the traditional ukulele non-thick wound string at the top, you can change the riff to this. Also sounds pretty sweet, and you can do that on both ukuleles obviously. Now make sure you do have a copy of the tab so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. And we're going to start off with a riff that implies the chord A. So we're not doing, although you can hear, certainly sounds like it's implying that chord. Now we're starting with an open two strings, your second and first. We're playing them at the same time, and you're playing them twice. Now I'm using a pick because I like using a pick for this one, or you can use fingers and you can do this. So you can decide, do I want to do my fingers like this, or would I prefer to use a pick and do this? I don't really mind. Okay, so once you've done your double zeros, which are twice in a row, you go to your third string, finger number 2, open third string, first fret, and then to the top string for the last note, assuming you have that note. Now if you don't have that note and it goes higher in pitch and it sounds like this over here, then it means you've got a different string on there. Then if you don't like the sound of that, try this. Starts the same, and instead of going there, you go back to that. It also sounds pretty sweet. So that's for the other different type of string tunings inside there. So you've got two choices. Now once you've done 4 of these, in other words, once you've done 1, 2, 3, fourth time, you simply go to the 5th fret. Your ukulele might have dots in it like mine has. The dots are normally at the 5th fret and the 7th fret, then at the 10th and the double at the 12th. If you don't have dots, maybe just get like a little dotted sticker and stick it on the top there. It just helps you get to counting it. So if you don't have a dot, try and make a little dot, a little sticker, 5, 7, and 10. That's sort of the tradition that they use for uki. Now when you go to the D riff, you're starting first finger flat now, both strings again, and then you're going to go finger 3 this time to fret number 7, finger 1 to fret 5, middle finger comes into play, fret 6, and up to the top string with the ring finger. So slow motion. And again, if you don't have the deep sounding one, you can do this now. And it also sounds quite cool. Once you've done 2 of those, you go back to the open, twice through, and then you jump all the way to the 7th fret for what implies the E riff. So in essence, you've got 3 riffs that sound very similar. They actually are the same, they're just implying different chords. So the positioning changes, in other words, where I play it changes. And obviously I don't need my first finger for the open strings, that's why the A doesn't look quite the same. And you got a 12-bar sort of rock and roll fun riff. So the whole way through could sound something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Sounds quite cool, and I think I did fluff one note in between there, but you got the idea. Now, if you've got a uki with a thin string, it's going to sound different. Thin string referring to that string again at the top. I'm saying it a lot. For those that are students of mine, if you want to change your thin string, which will be a nylon to a steel string, let me know and I'll happily do it for you. And if you don't have it, it's going to sound like this. And it's the same thing the whole way through. There will be 2 tabs on your PDF explaining the differences for that. But for those that do have the top thicker string, you can actually combine both, and this sounds pretty sweet. So you can start off. Sounds quite cool, so you can have some fun with it. And that's a fun, easy riff. This, along with the guitar playing the A chords, which we can't really do in the ukulele, lack of the extra strings. Okay, this doesn't sound the same, but if you do this little riff, it sounds quite sweet against the guitar. But those that in class today, hope you enjoyed it, or this week rather. And if you've got any questions, let me know, and I'm wishing you a fantastic Sunday. Take care.